Hello Hunters! Title Update 2 is finally here, introducing some new monsters, a new armor set, and additional weapon upgrades. In this video, we'll take a look at how this affects the Greatsword meta. The sets featured here will be using the Weakness Exploit 2, Attack Boost 3, and Critical Eye 3 charms, which are now the best commonly available talismans thanks to the game finally having a good Weakness Exploit armor piece. The effective raw values we'll mention during the video were calculated assuming you're using Might Seed, Demon Powder, the Dango Booster food skill, and you have a Power Charm and Power Talent in your item pouch. Some of the great swords got new upgrade levels, however, Nargacuga is still the best. We also have the new Valstrax armor with a unique skill which is extremely strong. The armor skill Dragonheart gives you Dragon Blight when your health drops below a certain threshold. This property works really well with the Resuscitate skill, which is conveniently also on the armor set, and at level 3 it gives you 20 raw while you're affected by abnormal statuses such as blights. Dragonheart also gives you elemental resistance and a percentage raw increase on the final 2 levels. This skill works extremely well with Greatsword because the core gameplay involves tanking through attacks with hyper armor, using tackles, adamant slash, and rage slash, which means we take damage naturally unlike some other weapons. While this armor skill is really strong, it's also quite risky to use on endgame monsters you're not familiar with, so we'll also be showing sets that don't rely on the new skill. Let's start off with the strongest set, featuring this new armor skill. We'll be using the Nargacuga Greatsword with the Attack Boost 3 Rampage skill. This set relies on the level 5 Dragonheart skill, which gives you 10% more raw and activates Resuscitate when your health drops below 80%. You also get Resentment 3 as a bonus, which comes in handy especially when using Rage Slash. With Dragonheart and Resuscitate active, we can reach 499 effective raw, and if Resentment is active as well, we'll be at 527 EFR. The best charm to use here is Critical Eye 3 or better, which lets us get 100% affinity. The Attack Boost 3 talisman also works, and you'll only lose about 6 EFR. We only recommend using this set if you're prepared to spend most of the hunt below 80% health, otherwise it's not worth it, and you're better off using one of the regular sets we'll show after the next one. Here we have another Dragonheart set, this time with a Rampage Cleaver, which has become the second strongest greatsword thanks to the update. We're using the Attack Boost 4, Non-Element Boost, and Affinity Surge Rampage skills. The set has 500 effective raw with Resentment active and 477 without. The best common talisman we can use is once again the Critical Eye 3 charm, but if you don't have it, Attack Boost 3 works as well. If you have a better talisman, make sure to prioritize slotting in Critical Boost, as we only have 2 levels of it because the weapon lacks a level 2 slot. This set has about 25 less EFR than Narga with White Sharpness, however once Narga drops to blue, the Rampage Greatsword becomes stronger by about 20 EFR. The main draw of the Rampage Greatsword is the fact that it has double the sharpness of the Nargacuga one, which makes it a lot less annoying to use. This set can also utilize affinity buffs from Rousing Roar, Hunting Horn, and Lamp Squids, as its affinity is only at 85%. Next up, we have a safer set for the Nargacuga Greatsword, which doesn't rely on the new armor skill. The best Rampage skill here is of course Attack Boost 3. With the Valstrax arms, we can now reach 480 EFR with 20 white sharpness, max attack, and crit. However, dropping down to blue sharpness will decrease your EFR to 437. This set works best with the Attack Boost 3 charm, but the Wex 2 one is okay as well. You'll just have to change the arms to Rathalos and lose 1 point of attack boost unless you have a level 2 slot on the charm. If you have a better talisman than the ones we're using for the sets, we recommend slotting in Master's Touch in the leftover level 2 slots to increase your effective sharpness, which is the biggest weakness of the Nargacuga Greatsword. Next, we have another non-Dragonheart set for the Rampage Greatsword, using the Weakness Exploit 2 charm. The optimal Rampage skills are the same with the Valstrax set: Attack Boost 4, Non-Elemental Boost, and Affinity Surge. This set has 460 EFR, which is 20 less than the Nargacuga set. However, once Narga drops to blue, the Rampage set becomes stronger by 23 EFR. It also has 40 blue sharpness, so you might not even have to sharpen during hunts. Since it only has 90% affinity, the Rampage set can also benefit from affinity increasing buffs like Rousing Roar, Hunting Horn, and Lamp Squids. We have also made a different version of this set for people who don't have Wex 2 charms. This one has about 2 less EFR and works with both Attack Boost 3 and Critical Eye 3 talismans. Finally, as we promised in our previous video, we have some new sets for the guard tackle enjoyers out there. Since none of the defense grinder greatswords got an upgrade, the Diablos set shown in the previous video hasn't changed. Instead, we've made 2 new Diablos sets with Weakness Exploit 2 and Critical Eye 3 charms. Since these sets are made for the guard tackle playstyle, we're going to be using the Defense Grinder Rampage skill. The sets have the same skills and reach 414 EFR with 50 hits of blue sharpness and only 65% affinity. Because of this, a Rousing Roar Palico is highly recommended. The buff gives 30% affinity, which will increase your EFR to 453. We have also made an experimental guard tackle set for the Rampage Cleaver, which doesn't require a Rousing Roar Palico. Using the Sharpness Type 3 Rampage skill, we can get an insane amount of 100 hits of blue sharpness, which works nicely for guard tackle as it uses a lot of sharpness. The set is the same as the ones we've used for the Rampage Greatsword earlier in the video, but with Sharpness 3 ramp up instead of Attack Boost 4. The EFR is 426, which is the highest we can get on a general use guard tackle set without relying on gimmicks like Rousing Roar. This set still does need testing, as even 100 hits of sharpness might not last long enough with guard tackle. These are all the sets we had for you guys today. Huge thank you to cheklmn for helping us make the sets, and LYVZM3 for the EFR calculator we used for this video. We'll leave a link for it down in the description. Thank you all so much for watching, and see you in the next video.